Okay, so now I'm just going to pop that back into my camera. Just drop it in there. Drop it in. Now we can put our screws back in, as well as this top ribbon. Put alcohol out of the way. This is, for some reason, this is my favorite camera to work with. I love the IR pictures it takes. It can be had very cheap. Used to be cheaper, but I got this one for $25. Buy it now on eBay. That's about the max I'll spend. I like to spend around $20. $15 to $20 is a good price, I think. Screw. I'm trying to do this all in one cut, or as many as I least I can here. So you can see the actual process. Okay. Now that we have that, we're going to do our actual hack. We have our glass back in. Now this is obvious here. We're going to use a shutter assembly. Do our hack. We're going to pull up on that. Got a little piece of metal sliver in there from earlier. Pull up on that, and then we're going to put our shutter assembly in and solder our power and shutter wires, because I split the common from the externals to go to the board. One less wire. Just using this shutter assembly. I prefer BF assemblies, but this is what I'm using right now. Put it in, flip it over, and put in your ribbon. And once we get it in, we're going to put a piece of tape. I like to put one at the top and then one here in the middle to hold it down. And I've already tinned my contacts here, so I'm just going to solder my power and then my common. And your common will be your far left, and your power will be, we're not doing power and shutter. Your power will be the middle one, and your shutter will be right. So for power, I'll be using orange. My shutter will be white. Okay, once we have those wires on there, I'm going to put a piece of tape over them, hold them down. Now all we need to do is drill a hole. I'm going to exit out the top for all of our wires. And what I like to drill, I have two cameras where I've exited out the exact same, so I'm back cover. This exactly same as my other ones. Okay. Right about here. So I'll go ahead and drill that now. And then we'll just feed our wires through. Feed the small ones through first, as they're usually more difficult. And our external wires. Okay, now going out the top, this is probably a little difficult here. It's putting this bottom LCD ribbon back in. Maybe not. Get our front cover on. Make sure to keep this ribbon has to go back in, so make sure to hold that out when you put it back in. And you can pop that ribbon back into place. Okay. Now we can shimmy our wires up and kind of pull them tight while putting the back cover on. Make sure this, some people tape this shutter cover up. I just kind of make sure it's got to be in there. Okay, we're in. So before I put my screws in, I've messed up many times, we'll test our hack. Common to power. Turns on. And just checking the screen, it looks like the glass as well, it's nice and focused, it's nice and clear. Everything looks good. Now let's shutter a picture. And it does indeed work. And one last thing to test will be our external power wires. Make sure our external hack is functioning correctly. So I'll just take my meter here and make sure I have juice and 3 volts. And then all you have to do is put your screws back in.